Kawai na kynhun tem kabana Shillong kabala pau bha hakari India borok kawai bat kumju hak prathei ka soulmate mentaka kenti kala penmi sa kawai ka thup jingrwai kabala ai kerteng give love. Ya kani ka thup la plait ba ag tarik banai August arajar arko ka baderu ka International Blues Music Day. Lasdang ba record ya kani ka thup jingrwai na du banai November jong snam arajar kandai. But baro ki don kamba shpau tili ki jingrwai.
Our new album is called Give Love, and we released it on the 1st of August. The 1st of August, and it was like International Blues Music Day, so we decided to do it on that day. But we've been recording this since November last year, here in the studio, and then with Barry Khongla in his studio. We did the mixing and mastering. So there are 10 songs on the album. One song that Tips has written, then one song is a cover of the great Coco Taylor. So we got the permission from Alligator Records from the US. We had to buy the mechanical license so that we could reproduce the cover version here. We thought of making a video, but then the lockdown happened, so we couldn't make the video. So we said, let's forget it, we'll do the video some other time. In the meantime, we'll just bring out the album and let people, they've been waiting for a long time, 6 years since last. So
Habakli syapang ke jimun halendat ka kerteng jong ka thup jingrwai ba Rudi walang ulong balajar kerteng give love kaya hab ba jinglong jingman jong kani ka por pamenta nadu ka jingwan jong ka klam covid kat kendai ulong ru ba ka jing ai ya kani ka kerteng jong ka thup kapan pau ya ka jing e jongki ha ka por bagi tem na ki benta ki pajba ba ha ka jong ka por ka jing e bagi yo na ki nok ngap ka ai min sim bat wara jing kermen ya ka kynhun.
Well, we've the 10 songs that we are on the album. Out of 10, maybe 6 of them or 5 of them are new, more or less new, and the other ones like this Coco Taylor song Voodoo Woman and Your Love and Still Loving You, about 4 or 5 of them that we've been playing for the last 8-9 years. So the thing is, like this time we decided, normally the first album, the second album, the songs were already written and we went to the studio and recorded them and then we were playing them out. But this time we decided, no, let's play them first, let people get used to them. At the same time, for us, it's like practice, so that the songs we're cutting the fat. And in the end, I think the songs have come out pretty good. Once we've got them down, very, very simple, very basic, but very powerful. So and the title of this album, one of the songs is called Give Love. So we were thinking of a name for the album. Tips had written one song on the album called I Sing the Blues. So we thought of naming it like Soulmate Sing the Blues. Then we were thinking again, okay, alternative just in case. And now with this pandemic and things like that, with the way things are going on in our country as well, with all the hatred amongst different denominations and different kind of peoples, we thought like maybe Give Love would be a more appropriate title for an album. because that's what everybody needs right now in
And
this
since
world.
we thought of bringing it out on in 2020, which is a
Yeah.
very
Tough year, very
tough
tough year.
year for everyone. Yeah.
So we decided to name it Give Love, and that song was inspired basically by us when we go on stage and we play, and the crowds, like they really give us a lot of energy. So that energy that we get, we give it back to them, So the give love, receive love. So in life, I think that's the way it should be as well. I mean, that's a good example of us getting positive vibrations from the people that we play to, and then we can give them back that love through our music.
Tingi iba hakanay kaching yat lang ni ya kanay kaching chaching tiam ka blues. Masngo ba da kaching iet ni tiam, da kaching iet ni tho I kaching we. Bon kaching we ki bang itho. It's all based on love. Lada ni iet ya kamariang ne, ni iet ya ki bro ne, ni iet ya ki sim ki mrat ne. Kadibet kasulong na untakan kaching im ubro lada pi ai ya kaching ien piyo siya laday ro da kaching ien te kataka daw ya kanay ka album ka basaw ka bangiwan ni peni how ne usnyam uba shimching iya ha ngila raben ai no da ka album title Give Love la di ka ba biang tam namar ba kat kaching pet chonga kanay ka di kasnyam ka ba iya na kiba iya tam ha kaching im chong kibro hero ka wi
Got to give love to receive love. Yes, you got to give love and you'll receive love.
Habay day bagar kampanya yo ya ka album ka kynhun ka penpau baha kani kaliang kalong ka ba ba yaki namar kimdei ki businessman ni nong khayi hendai ki deitang ki nong tem nong ruai ban pensong tanat ni ki ba da kasap bagi don kerpang da ka jingerap jeng ki kattu ka ni ki perlong ka kynhun kalayo alat ban di ba ha ka we ka yo e-commerce ka ba kerteng the northeast store la ru ban yo ya ki jingrwai jong kani ka thup na Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, Wing but ki yo online.
That's been our weakness all these years, because we are musicians, we're not business people. For us, I mean, we think about making music, making people happy, going and tour and play, travel and play. Our main aim was to play, to reach out to the people and play, I think that's one reason why we've got so many fans. But then besides that, on the other hand, we've never had anybody to take care of our business regarding selling of CDs. Recently, we've made merchandise like T-shirts and buttons and bags, SOULMATE things. We always dreamed of that, but we never really got down to doing that, because we said it's too much of a responsibility. Now, then you have to, with the business, you have to add tax and this, that. There's so many things, and I'm not very good in that at all. So recently, we're very lucky this time. Yeah, neither of us. So this time, we're very lucky that. Nathaniel Nampui. So we were we're discussing with Keith, who's our manager. He suggested, why don't we find an e-commerce site? Maybe from the northeast or from Shillong, if there is one from Shillong. From Shillong, maybe Guwahati. Someone who we give them all the things, all the merchandise, CDs, T-shirts, whatever we have, and they do the marketing for us. And we give them a percentage. Then Nat, he told us, he said, no, there's one lady called Catherine Dolling. So she and her husband, they have a site called the Northeast Store. So we didn't know about that. So he said, you contact her and see. So we just checked on Facebook and all that, and then they're selling Dothad and they're selling Ashar and all that, all over. So we said, that'll be pretty good. It'll work for both of us then. With all the SOULMATE fans, if we ask them to sell our t-shirt, if they agree to do that, so they'll be getting a new lot of people coming in to their site, and then it serves our purpose also. Like that way, then we don't really have to work too hard. We can concentrate on the music. Besides that, of course, it's on Spotify, it's on Amazon,
Apple Music,
Apple Music, Geo Swan, then Wink. So it's about 5 or 6 online audio platforms as well. But most people, they want CDs.
Yeah.
You know, our fans, they prefer to have a hard copy of the CD so they can hold it, listen to the song, they look at it, and they read the name of the song. Whereas in this generation now, everybody just downloads, they might just download one song without listening to the whole album. You know, and I would appeal to people to download, if they have to download, the whole album. Because it tells a story. It's not just one song that makes the album, it's all the songs. You start from beginning to end.
It's always like that.
Yeah. And if you can buy the CDs also. So once this happens now, maybe we'll put out our first album, second album, third album as well. All of them with the Northeast store. And I just hope it catches on like that.
Kawi ni jingrwai ka bakta bat ya ha hak jinglong jingman hakum kani ka pon kadai ka hole in your soul kani ka jingrwai ka thoba ya karkom sinchar bamsap ka jingsha le Shillong ki batlot bor ka jingbam nyokor ki baduk barangli bat kiwe ki jingjam bosongsi hakalengkari bat ka prthei kani ka jingrwai ka krenru ya ki kwan mentoi shimen
Kato ka jingrwai ka ba nga lak nga isnok tay lang ro ki kanaret na dong chungi ki hebrip ki ba hapo ka prasniam ngadu kasan sniam te kata ka jingrwai hadin bami kani ka album kata ka jingrwai baro ki fans chungi ki tho bat ki ong ba kani ka jingrwai te kada kata shisha ya upat benro ndira tang ya u khasai chungi henry ya ki pat ki chong ka perthi he ro ka wi kata ka jingrwai ka krtiang hole in your soul. You've got to fill that hole in your soul. There, kani ka jingrwai ka long ka bakta ba, kamtam ya ha kini ki por, jong kani ka berthi ka ba nishem ka ching iya. There, bat kasur jong kito ki hebret ka penlung shisha ya ka mensem ka jong ki bro. There, aga kerpat ya pay siaro ki nong snap na kinong pet ya kanay ka news ba penya snap liam yang nga chungwe.
There are 2 songs that I wrote that really touched me because of the world that we live in nowadays. You know, not only in Shillong, not only in India, but the whole world. Look what's happening in America. Look what's happening in Europe. Look what's happening everywhere. There's social disorder, you know, and the world has never been like this. I think maybe it's time that this happened also. I don't know the reason why. Maybe the world needed a shake-up at the same time. But then a lot of people that are ruling and in control of the governments and all that, they're not they're not leaders. They're not good people. I think for them it's all about money, greed, power, control, you know. So this song, Hole in Your Soul, was basically inspired by the incident that happened in Jaintia Hills with that rat hole mining 2 years ago, where all those boys, they got killed, you know. The mine collapsed on them. Only one body was taken out. The rest, I think the bodies are still, you know, inside there.
Unrecovered.
And I think they've been forgotten about. So basically the song was with that idea of the people behind the scene. You know, rat hole mining is illegal, first of all, and it's dangerous, very dangerous, unscientific mining. You know, sending these people inside there without any proper gear, you know, no protection, nothing. And when they die, nothing is done. Maybe some money will be given out to their families, and that's it. End of story. Start a new chapter again. Same thing. And the people behind this are the business people, the money people, and some unscrupulous politicians who are backing all this up without a care for humanity. For them, it's only about money, power, like I said, control, and greed. How much money can people want in their lifetime? You know, one day you're going to die. That money, what's going to happen to it? You know, instead of helping one another, helping each other, for them it's just about collecting and trying to become more and more powerful so that they can, you know, basically it just goes hand in hand. So the song was written about that, you know, with that in mind. and the politicians, whoever they are, who, like we say, who the cap fit, let them wear it. You know, we're not pointing fingers, but they know who they are. You know, and the businessmen, you know, they know who they are. So by us talking, by us writing the song, we hope to maybe change the minds of some people if they have any love in their hearts, if they have any compassion, if they have any sense of responsibility and human pride, good pride, not ego, not ego. If they have that kind of sense in their heart, at least if they listen to the song, it might strike them. Hopefully. That's why we decided to get the children singing at the end, because the children are our future. One day we'll grow old, we'll pass on. But the kids have to grow up. And if we leave them a world that is like rotten, how do we expect, imagine in another 10, 20 years time, when they grow up, it's all going to be the same thing over and over again.
You just want more than you ever need.
Kumki intitena ni kinong tem pensong tanat pajba ki pen pau gajing bagi kendu mentau snam khamtam nadu basdang ka khlam ku vetkat khandai kebalakta ba ya kayo ka kot jki namar ka jingsha khang ki klop bat ka jing perkhing ka sarkar ban pelong kano ka tamasa ni ka jinglum bon brio namar ka jingma no coronavirus ki kemen ba kini ka jing kin kot no kloi khna makin yo lat biang ban kio halor krensan bat ban ruai bat pensong tanat ni ki pat ka lengkari bat ka perthei.
From the month of March, we've had no shows. For us, this is our livelihood. We earn our living making music and touring. We don't have any other side. I have my studio, but I just started it actually when we started recording this album. Not for commercial. We don't rent it out. You know. And then suddenly the lockdown came in March. So March, April, May, June, July, 6 months. We have no income. No income. So all our savings that we've had also, that's getting depleted slowly, you know. So now I have to think of other ways. We have to think of other ways of how to earn a living in this really difficult time. And it's not only us. So many people, so many different kinds of people that are going through this, or maybe worse than us also. At least for me, I have a place to live. I have food to eat, you know. So I'm a little privileged that way. But what about the people who don't have, you know? So it's been unfair to a lot of people, but at the same time there have been a lot of people that have been taking advantage of the situation, you know, in so many other ways. And again, who the cap fits, let them wear it, because they'll know who they are, you know, take advantage of situations such as this, you know. But yeah, that's the way it is. That's the way it is, you know. So it's not been easy.
Nakaliang ka soulmate ka kentu ya ke badan sap ban ruai ban tem makin sim ka bu ya ke ni ke jinglong jingman ka perthei ban practice man ka sngi namar ka por ka bon ban super sap e ka ya ka kidi ban perkhat jingai ru haba ki thau ya ki sur jingrwai chungki.
And I would encourage like all the young budding musicians and artists and poets and whatever you want to do, now's the time to practice and make yourself better and better, you know. But because believe me, in the end, you know, like now in this world we have a lot of music, a lot of famous people just for one day, maybe one song, and then forgotten. It's like fast food, you know. So for me, I'm still old school. I think for a long term. I don't think only about today or tomorrow. I think for the future. So when you write songs and you write music or you write poetry or you write, think of something that will last a longer time. You know, think of writing albums. Don't write one single and, you know, think that you're going to be famous in one day. You can be famous in one day and then the next day they'll forget about you. Especially in this time, this day and age.
Piko kum to la shay pan la da pen ko shu ra shano pen boy.
You know,
Kan
and then it become,
mentally your
emotional mental strain,
it's gonna affect you a lot. Shikintien arkantien jonkanega jingrwai hole in your soul in re pace yeah. More money, more power, more control, every minute, every hour. You need to feed your big ego. And will you ever be satisfied? You don't even know. 'Cause you're selfish and you're a fool. And in this world there are no rules. But it's gonna come back and bite you one day. And all that false glory will be taken away. And that hole in your soul keeps getting bigger every day. And your eyes,
Ka kynhun soulmate ka kentu ya ki riu e jingrwai makin nom download tu ni ya pen priang bi a ya ki jingrwai handai ki dei ban ya thiet hok namar ki nangwai ki pulut sibun ka tingka haba ki thau ba record ki sur jongki ha studio ka jingno senyang lang jongki nong snap lada ki sung tanat ki sur jingrwai kan ai min sim shisha ya ka kynhun tem om tang ya ka soulmate handai ya baro ki badan sap ban thau ba wai sur jingrwai.
We beg you to listen to our music, go online, check out Spotify, Soulmate, Amazon, Apple Music, or buy the CD, enjoy the music. You know, for us, we spend a lot of money in recording and mixing and mastering, making CDs. So maybe you can give us some love by downloading the songs. You know, it doesn't cost much.
Matip ba ya kaneka
You know?
channel jong face ya ship pet ba ki bro kliang kaneka state jong hi ta ngakarpat ya gitu ki basa shrong kendong ro matip ba ka internet menta kalong ka basup banjo halala ki mobile te download ya ka Spotify sa type ya ka band jong hi ka bakrtiang soulmate pat ka album jong hi ka krtiang give love snap ning kong ya ka chingre hole in your soul but ngangit scam ba unsem jong phairo unsakta.
You've got to fill that hole in your soul. You've got to fill that hole in your soul. You've got to fill that hole in your soul. Fill that hole in your soul.
Keburan baros ya ublay. Kublay.